So it's chironomid season, and just going to tie a couple of quick different chironomid patterns that I've known to be somewhat successful, and a couple of new variations on the theme. This one doesn't particularly have a name. It's something that a friend told me about. So I'm gonna tie in a little bit of a tag here, and I'm gonna run it down the back just so that I don't get a big thick butt end. I'm gonna go up here and just tie a half hitch so I can get this thread out of the way. Sometimes I do that on the Nor-Vise just to not necessarily using the spinning function, but just trying to get the thread out of the way. And that's it. So I'm just gonna tie that one little tiny tag here and wrap up and over, not worrying too much about keeping it super clean. Next thing I'm going to do is tie in a piece of holographic tinsel. I thought I had the color I was after. This is supposed to be a little bit of a darker purple. So I have a couple options. I can sort of deal with it, or I can color it with a pen. This is also thicker than I would prefer. So I'm just going to tie it in right over the back. And that's going to give me a little bit of a consistent body going down, and I'm just going to wrap that up to the top. Again, I'm going to half hitch that off. I'm going to pull this pretty tight. Stuff has a little bit of stretch to it, and you kind of have to get the angle right, otherwise it'll stand up on you. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a thicker butt there than I would normally really want. So one solution to that would be next time I'll tie the floss at the top all the way back down. Trim that off, get into my half hitch. At this point I'm actually nearly done. I could lacquer that body, which I think I'll do, or not. It's probably not absolutely critical. So I'll use some clear goo hydro, just very lightly. More than anything, I'm trying to maintain that hot spot, and I do not want to build up a body there. So I'm going to use my bodkin really pretty much to wipe all of that off. I'm just going to keep wiping that off until I get down to just a light covering. And then what I'm going to do is just hit it with the light. And you can really see it light up that UV on the tag there. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a just picked up a few things here. Add a little piece of this diamond braid pearl by Hareline. You can also use a tungsten beads. Now I'm going to tease this diamond braid apart a little bit. That came a little bit further apart than I'd hoped. So like that. And I'm just going to do a kind of a pinch wrap over that. And that's it. So these are sort of going to be my Chironomid gills here. I'll snip that off close. And then I'm just simply going to do a Peacock UV ice dub, fairly dark, so this is ice dub Peacock black. And I'm just going to dub it on there. Again, I don't always use all the fancy functions of the Nor-Vise. You could probably do that head last. I think first is slightly easier. I'm just going to peel those fibers back. I'm going to throw a 1/2 inch in there, and really I'm just sliding that thread down there behind the eye. I'm using purple thread here, but realistically you shouldn't be able to see it. And then I'm going to throw in a couple whip finishes here. 1, 2, 3. Again, it's really all hidden in between there and behind the head. And you want to watch these gills. You don't want them to be a mile high or hanging out all over the place, just enough. And that's going to be your finished fly. Not a lot going on. Could add a black rib, that would work too. Again, I could color that with a darker pen. It's probably a little brighter than I really want, but I don't have the wine colored holographic tinsel.